Oh no, not again! I swear to God, I can't go anywhere on this stupid freaking internet! Hold on, one moment, let me get these out of the way. This ain't Twitter, we don't need this. We don't need that, nah. We're all done with all of that. Okay. Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Can you hear me okay? Is everything going well? Is anything scuffed? How are the volumes? Am I coming through alright? See what you all have to say in chat. Everything good? Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. Oh my god. Yesterday was a trip. Didn't you think? Everybody did so well, but oh my god. I was so incredibly nervous, I legitimately felt like I was going to throw up during my debut section and later during the program. But then, thankfully the nerves are sort of starting to wear off at this point. So, hopefully we'll be a little bit more relaxed this time around, less tense, and I'll just get to hang out with you guys and we get to go through my little presentation, dwell a little bit more on certain parts, so I don't have to rush through anything within a certain time frame, and I also think that we have a couple of assignments that we should complete during this stream. One of them is, I think that we should take a look at my model. Oh, we got a donation here. Vivre Mortua, I'm sorry if I say that wrong. Thank you for the $25. Let me see, what did you say here on the stream list? Thank you for being so inspirational to us all. Ike, we love you. Oh, thank you very much. RNA donated $10. Welcome to NIJISANJI. Let's hope to get you out of jail soon. I hope so too. I don't like being in there. I want to be part of all the chaos. But yes, we are gonna take a look at my model that my mama has so graciously prepared for me to use. And we're also gonna decide on a proper fan name. Because, I don't know. I still haven't decided on one. So I thought that you guys might be a little bit more creative than me. And then we'll write up a couple of candidates, make a poll, and then, at the end of the day, we'll probably have something final. And also, since I am still in jail, if I hate to ask this of you guys, but if you could be very kind to go on the Twitters and tweet out the stream so people know that some shenanigans are happening, that would be cool. Oh my goodness. I'm still not over yesterday. There was so much cool stuff happening. Oh yeah, let me ask you guys, what did you all think of Hope in the Dark? Wasn't it amazing? Like, it slaps so hard. The entirety of Luxiem just absolutely killed it. Amazing banger, right? Absolutely banged all the way through. The question is it twerkable? Is it twerkable? I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna have to say it is. Especially the second drop, because then the syncopation is a little bit different. I remember saying, I don't remember who I said it to, but I said that the second drop was a bit more twerkable because you can because you could make it clap on the accents. The cursed things that come out of my mouth sometimes. Oh my god, the donations are going cray-cray. I'm sorry if I miss any of these. With some... if I do end up missing any, we'll probably try and catch up with a later stream. Oh my god, I got a donation from somebody named Free Ike. Ike, welcome to NIJISANJI. Can't wait until... Oh my god, everything is going so fast. Can't wait until you're free. Already waiting on my Ike goods to come in the mail. Oh my god, thank you so much. Ike Seamus, nice to meet another Ike. Hey, what's up? Always nice to meet another Ike. From Shadow Woe, I love your voice so much. Thank you, Shadow Woe, or Shadow, whichever you prefer. 次はどこだっけ? Glad to finally have a fellow Swede. I wish I had any semblance of proficiency, as I only have self-taught knowledge, but lycka till, you'll do great. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's look over at the YouTube chat as well. Let's see here. Oh my god, there's so many of you here. What are you all doing here? By the way, I'm curious. A lot of people said that apparently it's very late for them right now. What time? Can everybody tell me what time it is where they're at? $4 p.m. Oh my god, that went. Oh my god, everything's going so fast. 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 10 p.m. Okay, so it seems to be afternoon for a lot of people. 4 a.m.? 4 a.m.? What are you doing here? Why are you not asleep? 5 a.m.? Why? Bruh. Guys, why are you up so late? Don't you have, like... Don't you guys have, like, work or school? Anything for the Oshi? Oh my god. You guys are all too kind. Let's see. I'm trying my best to multitask and check all the donations. I'm very sorry if I end up missing a few. I got a donation from Mom saying, "We like Ike." Well, thank you, Mom. I don't know if you're my real mom or like my mama, but regardless, thank you very much for the $5. G Zara, good day to you, Ike. We love you. Thank you very much. Anyway, free Ike again. As a Norwegian, I'm looking forward to your future streams. Thank you, fellow neighbor. I don't actually speak any Norwegian, but I'm able to understand it a little bit, so I can hold a conversation with some Norwegian people. It all depends on the regional accent. But before I get too lost into anything, I thought that we should take a look-see at the entirety of my model. Would you guys be down for that? Should we jump into that right now? Mika senpai! Oh my god! Oh my, let me mod you real quick so people can see you. Add moderator. There we go. You have been given the spanner. Oh my god, Nina senpai is here too. Hello, mom. Oh my, $71. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much, Carrot. You're cute. Here's some money. Thank you. Yes, I hope you're free from Twitter soon. Me too. I want to be able to jump around and yell at the tweets. So for now, everybody is going to have to carry my message. You're like my little prison pigeons that I send out with a message to the outside world. But yeah, as I said, let's take a look at the model, shall we? I think that we should perhaps start from the shoes. And I'm not talking about my genmate. So let's go all the way up here. We can start at one of the things that people noticed almost instantly when I brought up my model during debut is that I do, in fact, wear heels. So with these, I think I might be taller than some of my genmates that are around my height. But, you know, don't hate the game. Or no, don't hate the player, hate the game. I am just playing by the rules, and therefore, I'm getting a few extra centimeters like this. Then if we proceed a little bit further up, we can see my wonderful coat, cape. I'm not quite sure what you would call this. But it's very fancy, very flowy. I love the color of it, the blue. And then if we continue a bit further up, we have my look. I think my gloves have gotten a lot of attention because of the fishnet thing. Apparently people find them lewd or suggestive for some reason. I don't really know why. Because I've not even seen gloves like this before, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe it's just something I got used to wearing and don't really pay any sort of attention to. And if you look at my belt, you'll see that I come fully equipped with a book. Gloves drip. Lewd, how? That's what I was saying! Then if we continue a little bit here, we have the top of my cape and a little bit of my undershirt and some of the bling, some of the symbols that I have on my coat. I think Oliver Senpai mentioned that, oh, he has a lot of metal on him, but I don't know, is this metal? I feel it might be gold or some other sort of thing. Oh, well, gold is a metal, isn't it? Wow. My stupidity is showing. Lovely. There goes the whole thing about me being one of the smart ones in Luxiem. And then we go up here to... Hi, me. It's ya boy. But one thing we could take a look at is... my earrings. I mentioned them briefly during debut, but yeah, they resemble fountain pens. And apparently they also resemble the earrings of somebody from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I haven't seen, so I wouldn't really know which character they do resemble. But, you know, if people like JoJo and I can remind them a little bit of that, that's all good by me. Oh, and I also have a little bit of a decoration on my earlobe. I think that's pretty snazzy. But I am not always this fancily dressed. Ike is very metal. Well, I try to be. I am not always this fancily dressed. I can dress a little bit differently too. So, let's see if we can see a little bit how that would look. For example... boop. There. A little bit less bling, a little bit less chains. But I still have my little ear decorations and my earrings. And if I move this to the side here... I can't see anything now. I'm joking. But yeah, this is me without glasses. It kind of feels weird, because when I don't have glasses, it feels like my face is a little bit empty. I'm not entirely sure. What do you guys think? Do you prefer with or without glasses? Personally, I think glasses suits me. In fact, I think glasses suits everybody. Everybody looks good in glasses, right? Come on. Glasses are kind of based. Megane is justice, you know? Both are cute. With glasses. I love glasses. Right? Okay, I knew I could trust you guys. Okay, so let's get the Megane back on. There. This is the proper Ike, I guess. Then a little bit here we have... Whoop, I can take the thing off my ear. And over here, I can switch between having just that on or nothing at all, taking away my earrings. So a little bit nice to be able to switch between them because, you know, sometimes you don't feel like blinging yourself out entirely. And last but not least, I know that my coat is like a little bit of a trademark at this point, especially with how prominently it and my scarf feature in the background with the pattern and everything. Oh, Demu is here too. Okay, but piercing do be cool. You know what? You're right. Piercings do be cool. Wait, those chains aren't from your earrings? I don't think they are. I actually think that they're from my glasses. Yeah, see? They connect to the frames. Ta-da! And last, I'm gonna have to zoom out for this one. Because, you know, as big as a trademark as my coat is... 1 second. Whoop! Sometimes, it gets kinda hot. And I don't know if you remember, I don't really like the heat. So sometimes you just want to cool off a bit. And yeah, then I just leave it hanging around somewhere, and I'll just go about my day like this instead. A little bit of casual wear, you know? Anyway. I think that should be everything for my model. It's very, very nice. It's so cute. It's so detailed. Like, my mama really knocked it out of the park. And I'm very glad to see that all of you seem to be enjoying it as well. So let me put my coat back on like that and reset my position real quick. Boop. There we go. Okay. Think we should go through the slides now and dwell a little bit on each one of them so I can justify some of my more spicy opinions, or preferences, I should say. Bah! English is not easy. Let's move over to the debut presentation. Okay, this still looks good. Good. That's very good, so I don't get any unpleasant surprises. I don't think there's much to dwell on this slide, so let's go forward one. over to these ones. Or maybe not these ones? Nah, you know what? Let's dwell a little bit on these. For like the junk food that I mentioned a little bit, like when I brought up the bacon cheeseburger and I said that I was hungry, I really meant it. Up until debut, I didn't eat anything for like 30 hours. It was pretty bad. I was so nervous that I just couldn't eat anything properly. Thankfully, I have eaten something now. And right now, I have a cold glass of Coke with me. I hope that you guys have something to drink as well. I'm just gonna take a sip of this real quick. You shouldn't skip meals. I know I shouldn't, but I was just so nervous. 30 hours, please. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I was so nervous. But like you can see here, I actually did have caviar toast earlier, so everything is good now. All the things are in balance. I think that we should move on to the next one over here because I kind of had to speedrun this thing. Or I didn't have to, apparently, like, I was well under time because I didn't actually have a watch to look at anything. But I thought I would at least go down the list here and elaborate on some of these. For example, I mentioned that Higurashi no Nakukoro ni is my favorite anime of all time, flaws and all, and the reason I say that is because I am very aware that the anime adaptation isn't entirely accurate to the original visual novel in a lot of places. And I know that is a point of contention for some people, but I might just be my nostalgia speaking, since I did experience the anime before I read the visual novel. I think the anime did a lot of things right. For example, I think that some of the, admittedly, like the animation actually lended itself to making the show a lot more disturbing than it might have been otherwise with a cleaner art style. So when things actually did get kind of rough with the frame rate and the animation, I think it just sort of amplified the intensity of the scenes that it was used in anyway. Then we have Haruhi Suzumiya, which is, you know, if you were around when that show came out, oh my god, Haruhi ruled the world. She was everywhere. Oh, debut omedetou, arigatou gozaimasu. I'm happy to see that there's some Japanese people in chat. Hare Hare Yukai. Oh yeah, the ending for the show was absolutely everywhere. Everybody did the dance. I unfortunately never learned the dance, but you know what? It's never too late to learn. So I don't know. Maybe the day where I get to mess around in 3D, I will learn Hare Hare Yukai and perform it. You can quote me on that. Clip this. The day I get to be 3D in anything, I don't care if it's VR chat or a proper performance or anything, I will do Hare Hare Yukai one way or another. That's a promise right there. For Death Note, I think that's sort of, I like to call it an anime for people who are not into anime because it's very easy to get into. But, you know, as a weeb myself, I just enjoyed it for entirely weeb-tastic reasons, and then the story just turned out to be amazing in it anyway. Pull me along for quite the thrilling ride. There is a point around, like, the 3/4 through the show where a certain event happens where the story changes quite a bit, where, I don't know, maybe it got a little bit weaker. But I still enjoyed my ride through Death Note thoroughly, and I think it's kind of difficult to beat that ending. That ending is pretty paramount. Clannad, Plastic Memories, Anohana. Can you tell that I like tearjerkers? Oh my god, yeah, I like a good cry. And if a show can pull me along for a thrilling ride and make me care about all the characters and just crush me emotionally and reduce me to a sobbing mess, then yeah, that's a good show in my opinion. Somebody mentioned Your Lie in April. I actually haven't finished that, but I heard it gets really sad. I think I'm like halfway through it, but I need to get back on it. Because right now, I think, yeah, I think I'm somewhere halfway through it. I know that they swapped, I'm at the point where they swapped out the opening, Hikaru Nara. And I was very sad about that, because I really like Hikaru Nara. It's a very good song. Toradora, it's one of the best slice of life animes I've ever seen, and one of the best romance shows I've ever seen. I literally recommend it to anybody that say that they like romance, because, oh my god. The masterclass in slow burn. That's all I'm gonna say. If you wanna know more about it, go watch it. I'm not gonna spoil Toradora for anybody. Angel Beat, again, tearjerker. Elfen Lied is, you know, looking back at it, there are things with the show that I wish could have been done better, but I have a very soft spot for it because I was very young when I saw it, and therefore my nostalgia kind of blinds me to some part of the show. I know that it's sort of infamous for being overly violent, but underneath the violence, I think that there is legitimately good storytelling going on. And then we have the last point, the one that everybody was tweeting about and doing a double take when they saw Ore no imoto ga konna ni kawaii wake ga nai. Ore imo. Debate me. This is a good, wholesome show. I don't care what anybody says. I will die on this hill. Everybody keeps saying that, oh, it's such a trashy show, blah, blah, blah. It has no merits. That's BS. There's plenty of heartwarming moments, and if you... I don't care what anybody says. That show makes me so happy. I've rewatched it several times, and every single time I just have a blast. I also saw that Illyria Senpai actually mentioned on stream, like, let's die on that hill together, and that made me so happy. Also, if anybody is curious, Team Kirino all the way. I love Kuroneko, she's adorable, and I felt really bad for her, but I was Team Kirino all the way. Anyway. Oh, that's a donation. Something I really want to know is, have you watched or played Danganronpa? Just one of my absolute favorite series, so I ask people this. I have heard of Danganronpa, but I've not played many of the games. I do know a little bit what the characters are like and what the voices are like. For example, I know that Monokuma in English sound like... how does he sound like? Okay, this is gonna be kind of loud, so sorry if I blow your ears out. Monokuma speaks in some sort of way that's like, a body has been discovered! Or, it's punishment time! Something like that. That's sort of what he sounds like, isn't it? That's my Monokuma impression for you. I don't know how accurate it is. Whoa, uncanny. Okay, so it was pretty good then. Okay, you know what? I'll take the W. I'll take that W. That's so accurate. Wow, that's accurate. Oh my lord. Okay, who knows? Maybe we'll play Danganronpa sometime. I'm very curious about it. Where was I? Oh yeah, Ore Imo. Yeah, I think we can leave that for now. Yeah, I will die on that hill. Rude Canadian honker. What's funnier than 24? 25. I have a terrible sense of humor. Just a heads up. I laugh at the most stupid things. If you look at some of the memes that I've been sending back and forth to Luxiem, some of them are absolutely nonsensical. Especially Vox. I think me and Vox have a very similar sense of humor because it doesn't make any sense. Then for games, there's like Mystery Dungeon, and I'm not kidding when I say this. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 1 was the first game to ever make me cry. Back in, I think it was 2006. Oh my god. I was sobbing like crazy at that game because... debate me on this. Again, like I'm opening up the pit again. The debate mosh pit. The stories in Pokemon games usually aren't that engaging, are they? You're a kid on the road, and you end up going to... You're gonna be the best. The very best, like no one ever was, and gotta catch them all and everything. That's great! Awesome! But then... Mystery Dungeon comes along and gives you this really beautiful narrative about you and your friend teaming up with the power of friendship against impossible odds to save the world. Like, how can you not love that? It's so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have a softer spot for Mystery Dungeon 1 due to the second one. I played Explorers of Sky and Blue Rescue Team for anybody who's curious. And the second one is good too. I love a lot of the things that they did for the storytelling aspect and the gameplay. But, you know, when you experience something for the first time and there's that magic to it, and it sticks with you. It sticks with you, right? Ike woke up and chose debate. Exactly. That's exactly what I did. Super Mystery Dungeon is so... I haven't played Super Mystery Dungeon. How was it? Was it any good? Did anyone play it? Let me know, because if it is, I might actually pick it up. Come on, Chad. Help me out here. Hit me up with the recommendations. I liked it. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I cried. Okay, you got my interest. It was alright. It's so slow. Slow, huh? Oh, one moment. Excuse me. That's what I get for drinking something carbonated. Oh, that's a hiccup. I guess I'll just have to try it out for myself, but I'm gonna take you guys' recommendation. A lot of you guys seem to enjoy it. And of course, I did mention that I really like the works of Yoko Taro-san, especially Nier and Drakengard. I remember experiencing the original Nier, and I was depressed for a week after I completed it. it stuck around. Usually, I'm only like sad a little bit whenever I experience like a story that really hits me emotionally, but that thing just sunk its nails into me and clung on for dear life. It did not want to let go. And oh my god, the music. Like, the Nier franchise has some of the best music in all of video games, and that's not up for debate. Literally, whenever there's a Nier game released, it just gets immense praise for its soundtrack. And I believe that Automata and the remake of Replicant even won awards at the Game Awards for the music, which is incredibly well deserved. What are your thoughts on head pats? I love head pats. Head pats all around. Enna senpai, hello. Hi Enna, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I saw you getting very happy that when I mentioned that I like Higurashi and Umineko. So we need to like chat each other's ears off with that thing, because I usually don't have a lot of people to talk about that with. Can we call you Cinnamon? I mean, you can call me whatever you like. I don't really mind. But usually I think that it would be funnier if it was something clever that actually relates to me. There's nothing really cinnamon-y about me. I do love cinnamon buns, though. For whatever that's worth. But on the topic of Nier, oh, I was just gonna move on to Drakengard, and I get a donation from Lucille? Oh, I'm so bad. Are you a Drakengard 3 fan or a Drakengard... Oh, sorry, Drakengard 3 or Drakengard 1 type of person? Drakengard 1, all the way. Drakengard 3, I liked the story. I liked Zero as a character, and I love the whole concept with the Entorners or the Utahimes. The gameplay was a little bit hard to swallow because of, but it wasn't something that made me want to stop playing. It was satisfying. There was great music and a story that kept me engaged, even if I was a bit confused. Drakengard 1 is insanity in all the best ways. It's probably the only games, I think they're called Musou games, where it's a little bit similar to Dynasty Warriors that I've ever played. But just, it's not, like, there's nothing really quite like it. It's, like, Drakengard 1, there's no game quite as insane as that. Like, the characters are something that you never really see from in any sort of medium. And the story, no matter what you do, there's just no light at the end of that tunnel. Oh boy, there ain't. And just, it's really difficult to put into words. It's just such a unique experience. And I know that the soundtrack is a little bit divisive. I personally love it. I think it's very avant-garde, very experimental, and I think that it fit the tone of the game to a T. Have you played the new Voice of Card games? I haven't. I've heard that it's really cool though. I wanna experience it. But I'm not very good at card games, so I'm not sure how well I would do. Have you seen March Comes In Like a Lion, one of my favorite slice of life series from Engoth Agonir. Thank you for the $5, by the way. I started it, but I never finished it. $5 from Anonymous. Hot take from the mainline games. Black White definitely had the most engaging storyline. Definitely my favorite lore out of the main line. As for Mystery Dungeon, I'm a sucker for Explorers of Time. Do you also plan to play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on Switch? I would love to play Mystery Dungeon on stream one day, but I'm a little bit apprehensive about the Switch version because I heard some of the gameplay changes that were introduced to it, and I have a soft spot for the original, so maybe I'll just invest in a Wii U and play it on the Virtual Console, if I'm able to play it. We'll see. Blasphemy! You finished Sangatsu no Rayon. Okay, I'll try to. It's a very difficult to keep up with a lot of anime when you gotta be in the streamy strams. Let's see, where are we next? I can't wait until you talk about your music taste, being a Swedish boy and liking rock and metal. Have you listened to Sabaton? Of course I've listened to Sabaton. Huvudorden jag härskar med det arv som jag gavs gång på gång. I can't sing much more of that because copyright. But yeah, I like Sabaton. I don't listen to them an awful lot, but you know, the songs I have heard are very cool. Oh, I should probably also say that lovely donation was from Sharko. Thank you very much for the $3. Why is everybody saying Taskaru? What did I do? Oh, was it because I sang a little bit? Sorry. Okay, I think I got sorry. I got stuck in on Drakengard and a bunch of tangents. Moving on, Catherine. I like a lot of Atlus's games. I think they're great in the storytelling department. I've played not every Persona game and not every Shin Megami Tensei game, but I've played my fair share. I really want to get around to playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 because, oh my god, ever since it got announced, I really wanted to get my hands on it, but it took so long, but now it's finally here, and I'm just, I really want to play it. For the Persona series, it actually took me a while to beat P5 Royal because I played Persona 5 through like 4 times, so it was a little bit difficult for me to go through that whole thing again. But then when I started getting to the new content, I was like, ooh, I really like the direction they went with it. But out of my the Persona games that I have played, I think I like Persona 3 the most. And then Resident Evil. I haven't played Village. I really want to play Village. It's probably something that I'm gonna do on stream because, you know, sharing that first time experience is what I'm all about, especially with you guys. The last game I played in the series was Resident Evil 7. I actually slept on that one for quite a while. So when I started going through the remake of 2 and 3, once I finished those, I went back to 7 and holy crap. Capcom knocked it out of the park with 7. 7 was so good. I was a bit curious how they would handle the first-person perspective, but it was damn good. It was also scary as hell. Holy crap. I was absolutely crapping myself playing Resident Evil 7. So I wonder if they're gonna keep that spooky aura going in Resident Evil Village, or if they're gonna lean a little bit more into the action side that the franchise is known for. And yeah, Apex. Yeah, Apex. I am not very good at Apex, but it is very fun. Like I said, like it says there, I'm trash, but it's fun. I am but a humble Gold 4 player, so don't expect any place of the century the times that I do it, end up streaming it. But it is a lot of fun. I played a little bit with Dame Senpai, and wow, her playing style is very aggressive. She is very much a go-getter. Like, she runs a hell like nobody's business. and I'm trying my best to like loot and whatnot. And the moment I'm done looting and putting on all my attachments, Demu is like 150 meters ahead of me, and I have to like absolutely leg it, because if she runs into a squad, then oh boy, that's yabai. You're too slow. You're too fast. You need to calm down. You're just too slow. Wow, am I speaking to Sonic? You're too slow. I guess I'm just gonna have to get good or get fast in this case. But yeah, besides Apex, Halo is probably the only shooter I... Wait, you need to loot faster. This ain't a walking simulator. Okay, you know, I'm sorry. I'll get better. Anyway, yeah, Halo. The only other shooter I'm, like, even remotely proficient at. I was never good at CS. I was never good at COD or anything. But I did play a crap ton of Halo 2 and 3 and Reach back in the day. Then when the MCC came out on Steam, I was over the moon. I played so much of that. And I have been dabbling a little bit with Halo Infinite, which, you know, that would be kind of fun. I know that, I think that some other people have expressed interest in playing Halo, and if that were to come to be, I would be very excited, because that's a game that I'm actually somewhat good at, so maybe I could be the one styling on everybody for once. Do you like co-op games? I love co-op games. I'm all about co-op. Let's see. Visual novels. Okay, here. Now I'm excited. Da Capo 1 and 2. Not a lot of people know about Da Capo in whenever you bring up visual novels, and that makes me very sad, because Da Capo 1 was the first VN that I ever played fully to completion. It's a lovely little slice of life story about magic on a island that has an everlasting cherry tree called Hatsunejima, if I remember correctly. And oh my god, there are so many cute girls in that game. So many cute waifus for you to like experience the stories of and see how the relationship with the main character develops. It's so sweet. And Da Capo 2 is... I think it takes place 50 years after Da Capo 1. But, oh my god, the cast in Da Capo 2, I think, is probably my favorite out of the two. There was a lot of characters that I really liked in Da Capo 1, but in Da Capo 2, I got to meet the lovely Amakaze Minatsu, a just wonderful tsundere character, when I am very weak to tsundere characters. That's a little fun fact about me. Oh, let's try and catch up a little bit on the donations. I'm so sorry that I'm switching back and forth. Oh, I'm getting some ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu! Let's see, where are the... You should watch Evangelion if you have it. It's really good. I can't wait to watch your future streams. Ganbatte. I have seen a bit of Evangelion, but I haven't finished it. I need to get around to doing that. Apex Bronze to Pred Endurance stream went never. I could never. I can't aim to save my life. Yes, Halo from Legend. Thank you for the $5. Somebody likes Halo. Sweetheart Zozo, thank you for the $1. Have you watched Earth, Wind and Fire X Macross Delta Eurobeat Remix? Rune ga Pikato Eurobeat Supremacy. That was a mouthful. I have never heard of that before. Decimeter 001, thank you for the $5. Now, real talk. What was your favorite chapter of Subahibi? Yo, Subahibi. Let's talk about this doozy of a VN. Oh my god. Like, let me just throw out a content warning. If you're at all remotely curious about Subahibi, proceed with caution. There is a lot of heavy stuff in that game, so the content warnings are are a real thing and exist for a reason. So proceed with caution. It is very dark. It tackles a lot of heavy stuff, but I not really sure which chapter I would consider my favorite. I did like It's My Own Invention a lot, simply because of how confused I was. Spoiler alert? No, I'm gonna keep it vague, so you don't have to worry about spoilers. But my favorite chapter was It's My Own Invention because of how confused I was. But despite being very confused, I enjoyed the ambiguity and the mystery of it all because I tried piecing everything together, and I also enjoyed the slow descent into madness that that chapter sort of portrays. But a few chapters later, when you really start putting it together and understand how everything connects, and you have that click in your head, that aha moment, those moments were also very, very exciting to me. And let's see, where was the next donation? This thing is going so fast. Have you ever tried the Etrian Odyssey Saga? Hard JRPG saga developed by Atlas as well, but not so known as Persona SMT. Good luck on your future VTuber endeavors. And thank you for the $5. I've never heard of that. But, you know, if it's Atlas, then I have the confidence in that the storytelling is very, very high quality, so I might actually check it out. May I know what is your fan name? We're gonna get to that, don't worry. We're gonna get to that. Excuse me. That reminds me, I should probably have a sip of this Coke before it goes stale. There we go. Okay, let's move on. Pun, thank you for the $5. I'm not sure if this has been asked already, but do you play rhythm games? If so, which ones? I am garbage at rhythm games. I'm not very good at them at all, but when I was younger, I played Guitar Hero. I played on Expert, but I sort of cheesed my way through by sliding my fingers across the buttons instead of actually playing all those, like, descending and ascending licks. The Fate Stay Night and Tsukihime are one of my favorite visual novels. Have you tried any of them? I know them through reputations, but I haven't actually read any of them. That was from Estrella. Thank you for the $5, by the way. Takamura Takako, thank you for the $5. I'm paying you today to talk about Tsubahibi. Thank you, Kin. Takapo fans have huge brains. Don't they? Don't they? I mean, maybe I'm the one exception because my brain can be rather small at times. Minakami Yuki, thank you for the $5. Live happily. I see what you did there, and I like it. Hamster Quackers, thank you for the $5. Can we just hear a quack? A quack? A quack? What do you mean? Like a duck quack? Do I look like a duck to you? But do you get? Am I? How do you even quack? I've never considered this before. Like a Donald Duck impression? Like I can't do that either. Don't ducks sound like wah 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 wah? I don't know. That's my duck for you. Sorry if it was important. I know it's not a duck, but I can do a Perry the Platypus impression. So let's see if I can do that. See? There's Perry the Platypus. Let's see. It's Metsu, thank you for the $2. I'm so happy that you have Ice 9 kills on your favorite bands lately. Glad to see more VTubers appreciate metal music. Yeah, I love Ice 9 kills. I love their songwriting style is right up my alley with how much they incorporate symphonic elements, and there's also a lot of puns in their lyrics, which is fun. They also tell stories, you know, and as a novelist, I kind of like my stories. Truly a hidden talent. Yeah, it's a fun party trick that I like to bust out at times. Peanut, thank you for the $3. I was so happy to see that you like Utsupi and Yuyoyuppe. Would you ever consider doing covers of any other songs? What's your favorite of Utsupis? I would love to do covers of either Utsupi or Yuyoyuppe songs. For Utsupi, what would be my favorite? I like The Dying Message a lot, but that's kind of an oldie. But I think that was the first Utsupi song that I ever heard, and I really like it. Maybe that's why I like it so much. I also like Hyper Reality Show. That one is good. And oh, and Ogre. Ogre is such a big like an arena anthem. I love that. Have you read Kara no Shoujo? It's on my list. I own it. I'm gonna get around to it. Let's see. What is the next one? Oh, you guys have such fancy names. This is gonna be hard for me to read. Ingoth Agonier. thank you for the $5. Then I have a co-op for you. Check out Deep Rock Galactic, PvE FPS, angry space dwarves working for an ultra-capitalistic mining corporation on an alien-infested planet. Friendly fire and Dwarven bad-mouthing included up to 4 players. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll have to check that out. Lucille, thank you for the $1. Have you heard of the AI, the Somnium Files? Sounds like something you would like. I haven't. Maybe I'll check that out. Sato, thank you for the $5. $1, excuse me. Since you like Sayano Uta, have you also played Sweet Pool? Thank you for your time. I haven't. I know I've heard of Sweet Pool, but I also heard that it's really, really long. And I don't have an awful lot of time on my hands. But I do really like Sayano Uta. It's one of those games that fall into what I consider an utsuge, that just makes you feel like absolute crap. And let's move on to the next one. Do you Anonymous, thank you for the $3. Do you play Destiny 2? No, I've never played Destiny. I have a friend who is really into Destiny, though. Momo, thank you for the $5. Listening to you talk about the things that you love is so wholesome. Thank you for sharing your passion with us. Also, you got my heart with the Persona 3 comment. This game means the world to me. Wishing you nothing but the best. Thank you. Yeah, I really like Persona 3 too. I think it has the strongest story out of all the entries. Actually, it's a hard call between the Persona 2 duology and P3. But I think, personally, I think the Persona 3 story resonated with me the most. Hamster Crackers, thank you for another $1. It's okay, that quack was beautiful, thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad that my quack was satisfactory. I'm gonna pause reading the donations for a little bit so we can like move on, so we can actually get to deciding the fan name. Oh yeah, I did talk a little bit about Vocaloid earlier, since you know, I like Yuppe Utsupi, but I also really like Camellia. I remember back in the day, I think the first song I heard from him was Ryuseigun, which is a very cool, heavy dubstep track. And shortly after, I was introduced to Splatter Party, which was a really cool glitch hop track. And ever since, I've been a Camellia fan. I love the stuff that he's doing recently, especially when he's been, his style has been gearing more and more towards speedcore, which is not a genre I tend to listen to too often, but he absolutely knocks it out of the park, and any English is difficult. Any collaboration that he does with Nanahira is bound to be a banger. Like, there's no two ways about it. It's always gonna slap. Do you plan on releasing any cover songs? Absolutely. It's just that making covers takes time and a lot of effort, but I'm working on it. Please be patient. Let's see. Oh yeah, Eurobeat, DG Command, and Samfree. DG Command, I really enjoy because I think that he has some of the best production in the Eurobeat scene. Like, his mixes are so powerful, and his synth design is just, his arrangement, everything, it completes that, does the Eurobeat thing where you're supposed to feel all fired up and ready to party. Just don't listen to them while you're driving, because you will break the speed limit, and that can net you a ticket, thankfully. I have never gotten a ticket while listening to Eurobeat, but I have absolutely driven way too fast. Ike, do you like Utaite? Yeah, Utaites are cool. They're very talented, and I look up to quite a few of them. Can you explain what's Eurobeat? I'm blind here. It's a genre of EDM that I believe originated in Italy and rose to a lot of popularity because the soundtrack for an anime called Initial D prominently featured Eurobeat as its soundtrack. And that's where sort of the whole racing correlation comes from. 英語が難しいです。そうですね。すごく難しいだよ。Let's see. Oh yeah, and Samfree, rest his soul. He is one of the producers that I discovered very early on in my Vocaloid days. And then I also found some of his other Eurobeat works. And it's just really huge sounding mixes, catchy synth riffs, and vocal lines that just stick in your head for days on end. I still crank out and listen to the Night series that he was sort of famous for. And finally, let's move on to rock and metal. Well, two of my favorite genres. Besides the ones I've listed here, like Spirit Box, have been absolutely knocking it out of the park. Also, Four Leaf, I see you in chat. You mentioned Promise. I love Promise. Promise is such a good song, and I feel like it needs a lot more love. But yeah, Spirit Box has been dominating my playlist lately because their latest album slaps so hard. Bring Me the Horizon, I listened to early on during their deathcore days. Deathcore was never really much of my thing, but when they started gearing a little bit more, then I started getting into them a little bit more. Like, I think, especially Sempiternal, I really, really enjoyed Sempiternal a lot. ジャパニーズのストリームもしてくれますか？したいけど、でも、デビューで言ったかもしれない。能力はあんまり高くないので、ちょっと難しいと思います。でも、日本人の視聴者が欲しいなら頑張ります。My Japanese is very, very rusty. 日本語の発音めちゃめちゃうまい。いや、そんなことないよ。褒めてすぎるじゃん。let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, Bring Me the Horizon. I also really like what they did with That's the Spirit. There was a lot of really cool like pop bangers on there. Drown, for example, was really cool, and True Friends was also a song I ended up blasting a lot. Nihongo Benkyo stream. Oh, I like that idea. Maybe I'll do like a Duolingo stream where I get very angry looks from the famous Duolingo owl when I give an incorrect answer. Oh yeah, and for bringing I also really like Mantra. Mantra was really good. And their latest album, where they did a collaboration song with Baby Metal, that was also awesome. And then, oh yeah, Einstein Kills. I already talked about them a little bit because, you know, I like how they tell stories through their music. And my first story, I think, is and this is my inner music production side showing again. But I think they have some of the best sounding mixes in the J-rock scene. Like, every song is just so powerful in the mixing department, and the arrangements is just really punchy. Oh, excuse me for a minute. Sorry, that was some carbonation that needed out. As I was saying, yeah, the arrangements and the mixing is just incredibly powerful, and every time I crank it up, and just find myself headbanging. I saw that somebody mentioned Reviver. Reviver is a really good song. Yeah, if possible, I really wanna. Oh, is it Reza Senpai? Is he here? Hold on. Did I? Oh, there he is! Hello, thank you for stopping by. Let me give you this banner. You like my first story? Oh, we need to gush about it sometime. Aren't you a novelist? What stories have you written? Oh, unfortunately, when I got swept away to this time, none of my novels ended up coming with me. So, I would like to try and write some new material, but I don't know if novels would be the most suitable. But I am willing to maybe one day try and writing some scripts for me and the rest of Luxiem to act out. Maybe something in Niji scenario, or maybe I'll write a story in song form, since I do like music very much. Reza Senpai, don't come in like my chat and just drop a dab on me. Can't believe you've done this. Ike writing fanfic live. Bruh, fanfics? Why would I even write? Like, what? Nihon Zatsudan stream, いつかやりますか? I wanna do a Japanese Zatsudan stream, but my conversational ability is very low. But if people want it, I will try my best, but it'll be kind of difficult. Please write fanfiction. Mom! Why are you shaming fanfic? I'm not shaming, I'm just saying that, like, maybe I'm not the most qualified person for that. 初見です。英語聞き、やばい、漢字読めない。聞きやすくて助かります。Oh, thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh my god. My brain is getting all mushy all over the place. Switching between languages. Swedish Satsdan? Probably not. I'm not sure how well received that would be. Swedish is kind of a niche language. Ike will be screaming Tuskaru. Why am I screaming Tuskaru? Who or what am I screaming Tuskaru at? What did I do? What did I do? Enlighten me! English is Sverige accent snälla. What? You guys speak in tongues sometimes. It's like elevated English that I don't quite understand. What's your first language? My first language is Swedish. Anyway, since we got to the end of this thing, I think that we should move on to the slides because we still have an assignment. There we are, I think. Did that transition okay? Is the stream still running? Okay, good. We need to pick a fan name. Are you guys ready for this? Are we ready to pick a fan name? Your tag names are amazing, thank you. I tried very hard to be punny. I know, I see that everybody likes pen pals, but I think that might already be taken by someone else, and I don't want to step on any toes. Yeah, I think somebody in chat just mentioned it. So, as cute as that one is, I think we'll have to pass on that one. So, if I just go back to the just chatting screen. And I'm gonna prepare a little bit of text so we can write down the suggestions. And let's see. OBS is difficult to work with. Let's see. Text. What was the one you did not want to be called? I don't know. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, Eve fam. That one was a joke. Are there any names for loyal IKEA buyers? Normies? Okay, I think... I don't know how to do this. Ideas. Let's see if this works. Okay, text. Test. Oh, okay. That's how it works. Let's see. Anti-aliasing. Blah, 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 blah. Gradient. Alignment to left. Outline. Okay. Let's... Why does it not let me type? Oh my god. Fan name ideas. Let's make this a lot smaller. Move this maybe over here for now. And let's see. Outline. Let's make that a little... Oh, the outline is white. That is probably not a good idea. Let's make it black for legibility. Okay, I think that should be legible. Okay. So the only one that I came up with at the moment was right. Oh my god, I can't. I'm a novelist and I can't even type. Writers, this one is really boring, so maybe we shouldn't stick with this one. But it's on there. Okay. So I'll turn to you, chat. I'm counting on you. So let's see if we have any banger suggestions. Ikemen. I've seen that pun a lot, but it doesn't really work because my name is not pronounced Ike, it's Ike. Bookworms. Ooh, that's not too bad. Bookworms. Let's write that one down. Excuse me. Ikepedia? Evelings? Evelings? That sounds like a fantasy creature. A lot of people seem to be liking the Ike men, but I'm not entirely sure if that's too fitting. Hold on, I'm gonna take another sip of my drink. So, did somebody say cellmates? How dare you? Who said cellmates? How dare you? I can't believe it. Like, hashtag too soon. How dare you? How dare you make fun of my prison predicament? Oh my god. I cannot believe this. I've been memed so much for the Twitter jail thing. And not that I mind, I've seen some of the memes that have come out of it, and all of them have been A tier. They have been so fun. Especially the fan arts that I've seen under the iconography tag. I might not be able to like and retweet everything, but trust me, I'm lurking that tag all the time. I do see everything. And you guys are incredibly talented, all of you. Ghost Riders. That's pretty good, I think. Maybe I should have that instead of Riders. That implies that you guys are co-writing my, or like writing my works, and I'm taking the credit for it, which I'm not sure if I like the implication of it, but let's put it on here anyway for now. There we go, Ghost Riders. I don't like that Cellmate is getting popular. I don't want this to catch on. How about Ike mates? Icons. Icons is like this? Why ghosts? Okay, Damon, it's nothing personal. Nothing personal. It's just a term. Just a term. Illiterate. Noveland. Editors. I see more IKEA puns. Co-authors. I see somebody said bikes. I've seen a lot of bike puns, or that Ike is short for Eichel. That one is a big favorite of Vox. And I've just accepted that I'm gonna have to put up with it at this point. The Ikings? Ikings? That almost sounds like Inklings. Ikesicles! Okay, that's funny, but I don't think that would be too suiting of a fan name. Quill friends. That's cute. As cute as it is, I don't know. Pens? Isn't that too simple? Hitchhikers. All of you are so punny. I like it. I approve of it. Co-writers. Co-writers is pretty good too, but maybe something that's a little bit more unique to you guys, so it can't be mistaken for something else. Beta readers. Somebody hasn't been on fanfiction.net in their time. I see you. Novelholics. Eichland. I see a lot of people using quills. Maybe we could work something out with quills. Because, you know, I've written with some quills before. Eichlanders, like Outlanders. Not sure if that would fit. Did my chat just die? It's like frozen for me. Why is my chat frozen? Maybe I'll have to refresh the page. Very strange. Oh, I think it's back. I think the chat might be back. Oh, no, wait, never mind. It's gone again. This is unfortunate. Oh, wait. It's alive. I think. Why is it being mean to me? Everybody's being mean to me. Twitter's being mean to me. YouTube's being mean to me. Can't a boy catch a break? Maybe if I pop out the chat. Maybe that'll work better. We bully you because we love you. I know. I know, Nina. I know. Even though I complain, I know it's a way of showing affection, and I'm always grateful for that. Okay, let's. Now that I got the chat alive and working again, let's actually look at this. Oh, did it drop out? Am I back, or is it still? People keep telling me that the stream is cut out. Okay, pause the suggestions. Are we okay? Is everything working all right? Okay, stream is fine. Okay, good. Sorry, I just wanted to, like, confirm. I see a lot of people going, like, with the Ikings. Or Ikelings. Maybe Ikelings or Ikings, because, you know, Vikings used to be Swedish, right? Ikings. Maybe that could work. What do you guys think? Ikings? Should we put that on there? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Okay, let's put that on there. Ike. Kings. Wow, would you spell that? That looks weird. I don't know, when I write it out, it looks weird. I see a lot of people suggesting Inklings, and as cute as that is, that's related to Splatoon. Please make the fan name IKEA. I would get sued. Quildren! Quildren! Oh, I love that! Quildren! I like that. That's adorable. What do you guys think? I like that one. Okay, whoever suggested that, MVP, right? Good on you. That was great. Okay, we got a really strong contender here. Do you guys have any more ideas? Come on. Come on, I know you guys have more creative juices in you. I'm trying to think of some myself, so you guys are not doing all the work. Iklets? What does that even mean? What is an Iklet? Iconographers? Isn't that too close to my art tag? And it's a little bit long, like I don't want to break my tongue. I'm bad enough at speaking it as it is. I see Ikebrarians and Ikepedia. I see them quite a bit, so let's put them on here as well, since a lot of people seem to be suggesting them. How do you spell that? Ikebrarians? Like that? And Ikepedia. Somebody said psychopaths. Psychopath. That's funny. But that's mean. That's clever though. I like that. Maybe if I have a yandere moment, that's what you'll call me. Not, I don't think that's too likely though. Maybe. Possibly. Let's see. Novellas. Acquaintances. You guys with the puns. Why not pen pals? Is it taken? Yeah, I think somebody else also, already uses that to refer to their fans. Okay, you know what? We have a couple here. Maybe we should narrow it down to 4 and then put it to a poll. Let's see. I think icons might be a little bit of a... Or maybe Ikings. That might be a little bit weird to type, so I think we can skip that one. Let's see. Icons. That one is cute though. I kind of want to keep that one. Let's type it like icons, like that. Maybe we should remove these. Should we go with this these 4? Should we go with these and put it to a poll and see what the outcome is? Okay, awesome. Let's see. How do I make a poll though? I have never made this before. How dotheth one make a poll? Maybe one of my senpais can inform me in chat. There, create a poll. Awesome. Let's see. Add option. Add option. Okay, let's see. First we have Ike-ons. Then we have Quildren. Then we have Ikebrarians. Ikepedia. Ikepedia. Okay, icons, Quildren, librarians, Ikepedia. I will give this like a minute or so for you guys to answer, and hopefully then we'll have our fan name decided on. And 3, 2, 1, go! Let's see what you guys pick. Oh, hi Alira! Thank you for stopping by. Oh, right out the gate, Quildren is leading by a landslide. Let's see. When it switches over to... I completely forgot to start a timer, so I'm just gonna give it 30 more seconds. Sorry if I'm looking at my clock. I'm gonna give it 30 more seconds. But so far, it looks like Quildren has an iron grip on the lead, with a lead of 80% so far. And time is up, and poll. And boom, there we go. Out of 1.6k votes, Quildren wins with 79%. So, the winner... That's not how you spell winner. Winner is... Quildren! So, from now on, that'll be the fan name. You wonderful viewers will be known as the Quildren. It's such a cute name. I never would have been able to think of that on my own. Thank you so much for helping me with that. Oh my god, I'm so excited now! Maybe we should make it a hashtag too, so... Oh, let me just move that out of the way. Does this mean we can call you daddy now? No. No. Absolutely not. I have no like father role to play here. We already have people who are more than capable to exude parental energy. One of those people is not me. But yeah, we have completed our assignments for this stream. We delved deeper into all of those little thingies during the debut slideshow. I was able to show off my wonderful model that my mama has made for me, and we decided on a fan name. So, all that remains now is for me to hopefully catch up on a few donations. How about mom? Nijisanji En already has a mom. Okay, I'm gonna try and gonna find where I left off in the donations. I'm gonna try my best to catch up on all of these. Sorry if I missed any. But after that, I think we're gonna wrap up this stream for today. And once we're done with that, tomorrow we're gonna play Celeste. So it's gonna be our first gaming stream. And I'm very excited to see what kind of story this little platformer indie game has to tell. So, let us begin, shall we? Oh, I should probably write this out. Like, fan name winner Quildren. I know where to put this because stream layouts are hard to do. Daddy, first of all, don't call me that. Second, I didn't disown anyone. What kind of situation have I gotten myself into? Okie dokie, let me get my donation screen ready. And read up on all the ones that has come in. Oh no! Oh, they all vanished. Is it because the page reloaded? Oh, that's very unfortunate. I'm probably gonna have to ask some of my senpais to educate me on how to catch up on these things. But I'll read the ones that I still have on my screen. I'm very sorry, everyone. If I can find out a way to get all of them back, then I'll be sure to do like a guerrilla stream or something, where we find. Wait, what are people spamming? Aniki. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't mind being called that. If you really want to call me that, then sure. But the easiest thing to call me is just Ike. I'm just Ike to everyone. Okay, let me catch up on these last couple of ones, and I will try my best to get all the other donations back so I can read them all out and thank everybody properly. Okay, let's see. From Dreamer, thank you for the $2. It seems like Ike will be the new mom. No. That is not my part to play. Nijisanji En already has a lovely mom. Sir Art of Sealand, thank you for the $5. What advice would you give to a fellow writer with no perseverance on their ideas? Sometimes you're going to hit walls. you're not gonna enjoy all the things that you put together. You're gonna look at it and say, this doesn't work, this doesn't click with me. But you shouldn't give up. Because when you give up, then you're essentially just giving up on not only your work, but any prospect of making something that you're going to like. So, step away for any amount of time, maybe an hour, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month, and then come back with a fresh head and try again. Eventually, you're going to strike gold. I promise. Hamster Quacker, thank you for another $1. Does this mean we couldn't call you dad? Oh, I read that one, and the answer is no. Where was I? Everything is scrolling so fast. From Lunacy, thank you for the $5. Happy to be part of the Quildren. I'm very glad. I'm happy to have all of you watching be known as the Quildren because oh my goodness, it's such a cute name. I can't get tired of saying it. It just rolls off the tongue so easily. From Kay, thank you for the $1. Ike, it's 6 a.m. Please tell me to go to bed. Go to bed! Why are you up at 6 a.m.? I shouldn't be saying anything. I stay up way too late. But you don't follow my example. I'm not a role model. Go to bed, please. Rest properly. Hope Trash, thank you for the $3. Thoughts on worms that sting? Me and my Swedish friend Lily love them and wanted to see if a fellow Swede thinks. Oh, what a fellow Swede thinks. Congrats on your debut. Worms that sting? I don't know. I've never even heard of them. So, yeah, I guess I'm just confused. Kiki, thank you for the $1. Congrats on debut. I really love your singing voice, by the way. Thank you! Speaking of which, I was so surprised that Chibanyan-san kept my little ad-lib towards the end of the drop in Hope in the Dark. That little, like, oh, we're gonna be your hope in the dark. When I did that wasn't in the script or anything. That's just something I did on a whim and just said, hey, you can throw this out if it doesn't fit. But I was really surprised when he kept it, and I felt really flattered. Let's see. Irene, thank you for the $1. Storebror Ike, thank you. That means Big Brother Ike. I don't know how to pronounce it. Newt? Thank you for the $3. Will you at least take care, or at least take upon the title of Caretaker of the Quildren? Maybe. I will have to think on it a little bit. I don't quite know yet what kind of dynamic I'm gonna have with you all. So, maybe once I have nailed down that a little bit better, I'll be able to figure out what kind of role I will play for you, the Quildren. From Shadow Woe, or Shadow. Thank you for the $1. Before you go, can you please say nya for us? Is this one of the famous VTuber things that all VTubers are gonna have to come to face with at some point? Because I know that Vox got pressured into saying the infamous ARA word. And oh, the nya, yeah, Riza. I don't know. Do the nya. Yeah, there. It's a low effort nya, but it'll have to do for now. Maybe some other day, when during some sort of Batsu game or something, I will go sweaty try hard on the nya. And lastly, on the list here, we have really looking forward to playing a game with Aiku Onisa. Oh, that feels weird. I don't know if that nickname suits me, but thank you. How do you say that? Little... Oh, it says in katakana. Diria. Thank you for the $5. I don't know if like that nickname suits me, but thank you very much for the $5. And I believe that was everything, so I think we should be able to wrap this up now. So, I want to thank you all for coming and helping me out picking a fan name. Like I said earlier, tomorrow we're gonna be playing Celeste. And we'll see how that goes, if the game ends up kicking my ass or not. But that is a question that will be answered Don't know how many hours from now? Oh well. Not like I was good with time anyway. I got swept through the thing. I'm kind of getting sick of time if you ask me. But yeah, let's round this off. Thinking I don't really have a way to end streams. I know that a lot of people have their own little trademarked ways to do that. Maybe I'll think of some things one day, but today is not that day. So I'll just say bye bye. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Where's my button? Oh my god, I'm so unprofessional. There it is. Okay, bye bye.